Hello, how are you? This is Rachel from Sweet Bee Paper Co. I am here to do week 10 of the Margaret Miller Weekly Collage Challenge assignments. So week 10's prompts are a hat, something that represents transportation, stamping in non-black ink, numbers, hometown, whatever that means to you, and the bonus is geometric shapes. First thing I'm thinking about, so the numbers I think we're going to count at the end when I do my week numbers as the numbers, so we've got that out of the way. Stamping in non-black ink, we'll probably use maybe walnut stain. And I'm thinking about using this Life is a Matter of Moments stamp. And I will show you why here in a second. These are kind of losing their stick. I got it because of this like floral branch is so pretty. In the hummingbird. It's called Elements of Style. Anyway, this is going to be a little bit of a chattier video today. Because of what I'm getting, I already hear the neighbor dogs, so you may hear them while I'm talking. Hopefully you can hear me over them. So the hometown, whatever that means to you, or to me actually, is what got me thinking about doing something out of this book. So I kind of have lived or grown up between a few towns, but this has a lot of places that I've been to, so I kind of consider the whole area-ish the hometown, if that makes sense. So I live in Ohio, and I think it's so hard. If you ask me what my favorite movie is, it changes. You know, it's like when you ask someone their favorite song, sometimes it changes. Mine always changes, but always in the top one or two is Shawshank Redemption. And mainly because the Ohio State Reformatory, which is in Mansfield, is where the outside prison scenes were filmed for the movie. And some of the inside scenes, like the offices and stuff, were filmed here. A lot of the stuff in the cells were filmed in other places, but I think some things were filmed there in the cells too, but not very much. So I have been to the Ohio State Reformatory. I did a tour there when I was younger with my mom and grandma. They also have ghost tours, I think in October. They have guided, self-guided tour, group tours. There's a museum there. I'm not really sure if it's open now with COVID. There's also there's a music festival and tattoo festival happens there too, in the summer as well. But the prison was so cool. It's so cool. You know, when you're a kid, stuff really isn't that interesting to you, whatever. You're like, yeah, whatever. It was really cool to me. I wish I could remember how old I was. I have to ask my mom. So I kind of want to center my collage around the movie because there's a lot of stuff in here about it. So what they have too here in Richland County is, well, and I guess it goes all over, you can do a Shawshank Trail. And what that is a self-guided driving tour. So you start at the prison, and there's so many different places around here in Richland County and Wyandotte County, Upper Sandusky, of where they filmed scenes for the movie at. So the wood shop is in Upper Sandusky. There's his bus ride is in Butler, which I'm not sure what county that is in, but you can take his bus ride route. Unfortunately, the tree where Andy left something for Red at was damaged in high winds and they had to remove the tree, but you can drive by where it was. But it's on private property, like you can't just, you know, walk up. The pawn shop window is in Mansfield. The bench is on Park Avenue in Mansfield. So this office, I think this is the warden's office. Not sure if you can see that, but I think we walked in there. The tiles on the floor, I just remember in the hallway, were just so cool. And I believe that's in this tower here. So the premiere, they had the premiere here at the Renaissance Theater. I think there's a picture of the inside in here somewhere. Yeah, so this is the theater in Mansfield. I have been to this theater for school stuff, other stuff, since I was little too. It's really pretty. Mansfield's not a huge town. There's a lot of stuff to do when it's warmer out around. So that's what on this page too, I think it's the opening scene with Andy and his finding his wife cheating on him. It's at Pugh Cabin at Malabar Farm. And I think that's on the driving trail too. Maybe not. The courthouse is in Wyandotte County. So it's really kind of neat. I've never really wanted to do the driving part of it. I've been to a lot of the different places, like not, I guess, in order. We should put it that way. But it's really cool. And it's cool watching the movie, being able to see some place that you've been. You know what I mean? What I'm thinking about doing is using this as like my background page here. And then, so I've got, let's see, hat. He's wearing a hat. This to me is hometown. And we already talked about numbers. So it would be something that represents transportation. So I was thinking about cutting this out, which depicts Red walking along the road trying to find the tree. So, and I also thought about for hat using the guard because he's got his hat on, but I kind of like this and I kind of want to like frame it a little bit. I really kind of think that's it. And then I wanted to do the life is a matter of moments because this magazine just has like so many different places I've been to. And it would be really cool to do like a big one for it. Like there's a carousel downtown, a fire museum. We have a, what's it called? A bird sanctuary that we went to a couple years ago that was so cool. The wetlands near us too. You'd think there wouldn't be that much to do in Ohio, but when it's warm out, there is. I mean, there is snow trails in Mansfield, which is like for, you know, I've never been skiing or whatever. And then there's Mid-Ohio. It's not, they don't do NASCAR. It's like the one down. I really don't know. I've never been out to Mid-Ohio. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me know if you have seen Shawshank Redemption. It's been so long since I've watched it. I really want to watch it again. So yeah, so I guess this isn't as, well, yeah, that was pretty chatty. I'm going to get busy. I'm going to chat a little bit with you guys for a little bit. And then once I finally get all of it out, I will be quiet. I thought about for the numbers too, like maybe cutting out a couple of these, like numbers here in different places, like ones that like I know I've been to, but we will see. But yeah, I'm recording this. Let me just rip this. I'm recording this a little bit early. I've been trying to get, these are so like as long as I have everything together, they're so simple to just take a couple minutes and to record a video. And I have a couple other videos to do. I'm actually kind of behind on filming some other ones that I've planned, but I just really wanted to do this one. Oh, I can't cut. I hate cutting, to be honest. Okay. We'll just keep this closed. Yeah, so we'll kind of do a frame. Let me tell you, this week has been nuts. It's been crazy. Oh, the sun's going down. Let me turn this light on. I don't know if that helps or not. This week has been crazy. My brain is literally fried. So much happens. I can't really, I guess, get into a lot of details about it, but work has just been nuts. And then I'm training on something new. And so that's just got my brain fried. And I don't remember, I think I was talking to one of my pen pals about it. It was just like, I would like to use crafting as like my, you know, why am I getting into that? My escape from work. But in which I have been. I've been trying to turn that around, because before it's like I just couldn't. I couldn't stop doing other things, you know, and just relax. Will this work now? And so now that's what that reminded me of this week. Like, I was just so not. The one day I came home, I was a little tired. I just literally came home and walked upstairs and went to bed. I was done. I didn't want anything else. I just couldn't deal. I just didn't want anything. I didn't want to be bothered. I'm like, I'm going to bed. So that's what I'm trying to decide, is if I want to actually cut this off so I don't have to worry about covering up the letters. So let's stamp on something. I'm not sure how to make these re-sticky. Alright, I kind of like that. But I hope you are doing well. We got some snow last night, which, you know, at the beginning of this season, I'm so excited about the snow. And then at this point, I just feel like I've been cold for too long, and I'm just over it. And yeah, I'm just done. We got a bunch of ice too. But I am going to go ahead and start speeding up the video a little bit for you and put some music on, because the neighbor dogs are just... I could tell you so many things, but I think I will just get busy crafting. Or get busy living. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, then I am done. So let's add, add our stamp, our first double digit. So yeah, that's definitely going to change it. I may start stamping on the other page. One stamp is, you know, might start taking up too much room. I do not like the 0 that came with this. It looks more like an O. It's okay. Wah, wah. Okay. I love it. I thought about using some of those scrap papers, didn't need to. And I decided to cut out this lady to kind of represent the poster on his wall, which I believe was Rita Hayworth. I don't really have anything else. She was just in a scrap that I pulled out and thought it might be kind of cool, and it kind of looks like they're looking up at her. Let's look at the prompt again. Something that represents, or a hat. Red is wearing a hat in this picture, and in this one, something that represents transportation. He's walking, stamping in non-black ink. I did the Life is a Matter of Moments in walnut stain. Numbers, we did our number 10, and I did my number stamp with my vintage Pullman stamp. I thought that might be kind of cool, kind of represent too when he was doing, was he doing payroll or just accounting, and he started embezzling the money or putting it in that other account for him. But I thought that might be kind of cool to put on there too. I do have another one of these vintage Pullman stamps in my Etsy shop. I will link it down below. They stamp incredibly beautiful numbers. And hometown, whatever that means to you, which is the prison and all of the areas that they did different scenes at for Shawshank. And I did like this cutout a lot better, so I wasn't trying to like cover up all of the words and stuff on here. And I did put in a picture of the inside of this prison since I went on a tour there. But yeah, this one turned out so cool. I love it. I hope you love hearing a little bit about where I'm from and some of the things that we like to do or that I've done growing up. Yeah, let me know if you've ever seen that movie. What's your favorite scene in that movie? I'm trying to think. I think mine is when he goes and digs up the box from Andy under the tree. I think that's probably my favorite part. Although when they finally figure out how he got out, the hole in the wall behind the poster, and they're like looking in the hole, that part's pretty funny. But anyway, make sure you like the video, subscribe, check out my playlist for my other Margaret Miller videos down below. If you're interested in doing this challenge, I have her Etsy shop linked down below. I think it's her Etsy or her website, but check that out. And I will see you next week. Bye.